I'm Billy, and this is Drunk Birmingham History. The dude capsized playing at Baby House. That was about 4 years ago, Mike?
It's gotta be. Maybe longer than that.
Baby House was this punk rock house in Tuscaloosa. It had rowdy house shows, and Capsize got asked to play like their farewell show. They were going to stop having shows there. And it was a lot of people there, a lot of very drunk people. And
Wasted. They've been there since about 3.
Yeah.
Drinking.
There's what,
whiskey.
12 bands, 14 bands.
Oh god, they were just.
And we were what, third from last, something like that.
Yeah, it was nighttime.
So, anyhow, we set up full stacks in a fucking living room, which is absurd to begin with.
That thing, I'm surprised we didn't blow the power breaker.
So we set up full stacks in a living room, which is hilarious, and
Took us about 40 minutes to do all this.
we were carrying all that shit around through all those drunk people. But, so the first song we open with, it's kind of a slow builder, and it goes on for about 4 or 5 minutes before there's a break and like a 4 count on the hi-hats, and it goes into a really fast part. And so there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of people in there. The guy who lived there is his house. He's kind of a small guy. Like, he probably weighed 135 pounds, and he is literally like trying to hold people back, like superhuman strength. Like, how is this kid so fucking strong? Like off our pedals and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a losing battle.
And when we got to that pause before the 4 count and goes into the fast part, as soon as the fast part hit, the room exploded like a bomb.
They're trying to pull the ceiling fan down.
Like the mics, busting my teeth. People are falling all over pedal boards, and it's just fucking havoc. And so his name's David, and he's trying to hold these people back from falling on top of us. And so comes up a part where I don't have to sing, so I turn my back to the crowd with my guitar, and I start pushing them back. And they grabbed me and threw me all the way back through the dining room like a slingshot against the back wall. And as I doing it, I ended up being spun, and I hit this kid square right here over his eye with the headstock of my guitar. Blood goes flying, and before I can even react, I'm slungshot back to where we're playing through this big crowd. Ceiling fan and chandeliers coming down. I'm on the ground. My guitar is not even on me anymore. My pedals are scattered. So I find my guitar, and it's missing 4 of the tuners, all the strings, the bridge, and the top piece. There's a huge chunk taken out of the headstock. There's huge gouges in the body. So I just pick up my guitar with no strings, no hardware, look at my bandmates, set it back down, turn off my amp, and then there's a couch right there where people are standing, and I just go sit on the couch. I'm gonna watch the rest of the guys play. As soon as I sit down, Mike's kick drum whirls by my face, and it's fucking pure havoc. And the other guitar player literally stood there for 10 minutes and just squawked and made noise, and that was the end of it.
What was funny? He did this. He was facing the amps. He was playing it. The show was over. Everybody's just going like ballistic. All the gear's a total mess. And he's just sitting there just kind of droning. He's not really paying attention. And we're outside. We're outside for about 10 to 15 minutes, and he's still doing it. And when he stops it, he turns his amp on. He turns around. 3 kids are standing there going like...
Me and Mike are outside.
The band's not even in there. And everybody's just like, what the fuck was that?
Me and Mike and Tommy are outside, and I'm trying to find this kid that I split his fucking head open.
He was bleeding bad.
And I finally found him back inside, and he's covered in blood. Like, you can see his fucking skull.
Oh. No, he got hit hard. He split his fucking face open.
And I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. That was not intentional. Do you want me to take you to the hospital? Anything like that? This kid covered in blood is so drunk. He's like, why'd y'all quit fucking playing?
That's true.
Well, y'all destroyed my guitar for me.
Yeah.
And
that guitar was in pieces at one point.
It was literally in pieces. And why the fuck y'all quit playing? No, I don't want to go to the goddamn hospital. I'm like, dude, I can see your skull. Like, let me drive you to the hospital. And and he was adamant and just kept fucking swilling whiskey and like chasing it with beer.
He was so fucked up.
It was
Amazing.
You know, people like when we put it on like, you know, Facebook, social media, whatever, people were like, how'd you not get so mad about your guitars? Like, that was one of the funnest, I don't know, 7-8 minutes of a show I ever got to play.
It took us longer to load in than it didn't actually play what we played.
We didn't even finish the
goddamn
first song.
Yeah.
That first song's 10 minutes. It was literally the most punk rock thing and the funnest show still to this day I've ever played. I would, you know, Gibson SG's come and go. That memory is fucking forever.
It's etched in that one guy's mind right here.
I seriously was so worried about that kid. You know what I mean?
That dude was, that was the least of his problems.
And it's not like one of those Dillinger Escape Plan things where you're just whirling the guitar, you know, and all that. Like, it was pure accident. I got slung into him, and he just caught the headstock to the dome, and he was mad that we stopped playing.